Have you ever felt like something invisible is chewing on your soul? Why, despite getting enough sleep, are you always exhausted? Why does bad luck refuse to leave you alone? You are under siege. You are surrounded by forces that cannot be seen but are more powerful than any weapon. They can rot your body and shatter your psyche. This book is not a story, it is a serious warning. I am Vahid Zekavati, and I am here to unveil a secret that has been hidden from you for years. In these pages, you will face a truth that might terrify you, but it is your only way out. Be prepared, because after reading these sentences, you will never see the world the same way again. Do you dare to find out what is sucking the life force out of you? Book title: The Dark Secret Keeping You Sick and Poor. The Forbidden Truth About Vibrations. Author: Vahid Zekavati. Copyright: VMZ Production. Section 1. Why Your Life is Collapsing. The Secret of Frequencies. You are dying, and you don't even know it. Not by a gun, not by a car accident, but by something far more insidious that is bombarding your body's cells right now, in this very moment as you read this text. Imagine you are floating in a pool of invisible acid that is eating away at your skin and flesh bit by bit, but because you can't see it, you smile and carry on with your life. This acid is what we call destructive vibrations. The entire universe, from the chair you are sitting on to the thoughts spinning in your head, is vibrating. There is no stillness. These vibrations are either a ladder to climb towards health and wealth, or a rope looped around your neck, tightening every moment. Physics tells us nothing is solid. Everything is energy, vibrating at different speeds. But the catastrophe begins when your body's frequency aligns with the deadly frequencies around you. What happens when you are exposed to fear, anger, or jealousy? Do you think it's just a passing feeling? You are wrong. Your body enters a war state. Low vibrations change the molecular structure of the water in your body. You are about 70% water. When vibration is low, this water becomes murky, dark, and chaotic. Your blood becomes acidic. Your immune system is paralyzed. These heavy vibrations act like cement. They block the flow of life. Diseases, from chronic pains to strange cancers, are often nothing more than the accumulation of heavy energies stuck in the body's tissues. When your vibration drops, you are practically sending an invitation to illness. You become a magnet that attracts only misery. Have you ever seen bad luck come in waves? It's not chance, it's the law of physics. You are tuned in to the destruction wave, and the universe is simply responding to your signal. But wait, that's not the whole story. Low vibrations don't just eat the body, they tear the psyche apart. Depression, inexplicable anxiety, and that feeling of heaviness on your chest that steals your breath are all signs of a vibrational attack. Your mind is like a radio receiver. If the dial is stuck on low frequencies, you only receive static, noise, and terrifying sounds. You lose the voice of your intuition. You can no longer think clearly. You make stupid decisions that lead to financial failure. Your relationships hit a dead end. Why? Because like attracts like. When you are in a low vibration, you only pull failed, lying, and sick people toward you. It's a swamp. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. However, in the heart of this terrifying darkness, there is a light. The law of vibration is ruthless, but it is also fair. Just as low vibration can destroy you, high vibration can cause you to be reborn. Imagine being able to turn the dial on this radio. Imagine being able to change your body's frequency. In that moment, a miracle occurs. Pains vanish because disease cannot live in a body with high vibration, just as germs cannot survive in fire. Your mind becomes clear, the clouds part. You suddenly see solutions where you were previously blind. A deep peace washes over your entire being. This peace is not stagnation, it is harnessed power. When your vibration rises, you are no longer a victim. You become the creator of your life. The universe starts serving you. Money, status, and love flow to you gently and naturally, not through force. This promise is not a lie. It is a truth that was hidden from you to keep you weak. Now you hold the key. You know what the invisible enemy is, and knowing is the first step to victory. Take a deep breath. Feel the current of life flowing in your veins again. You are alive, and this is just the beginning. Section 2. How to spot who is sucking your blood. Warning signs. You are standing in the middle of a minefield with your eyes closed. Every wrong step could be your last. Your most dangerous enemies are not those who come at you with a sword. They are the ones who steal your energy with a smile, with sweet words, disguised as friends and colleagues. They are energy vampires, and you are their food source. Until you learn to identify them, you will get weaker, older, and sicker every day. Your body has been screaming for a long time, but you have muffled its voice. That sudden headache after talking to a certain friend, that strange stomach cramp when you enter a relative's house, that feeling of total depletion after a business meeting. These are not accidents. This is your defense system's siren screaming, "Run! Contamination detected!" Detecting these toxic vibrations doesn't require a university degree. It requires a return to your animal instinct. Your body never lies. When you are near someone with a low vibration, the first sign is contraction. The stomach muscles tighten, breathing becomes shallow, and the shoulders go up. It's as if your body is trying to make itself smaller to be a smaller target. Conversely, when you are in a high vibration space, you feel expansion. The chest opens up and you want to breathe deeply. But don't be fooled, many poisons come in beautiful packages. Those who constantly gossip, those who enjoy mocking others, those who lie, they are carriers of the most dangerous vibrational viruses. You might ask, why do some people enjoy these dirty deeds? Why is gossiping sweet to them? Because they are addicts. They have a terrifying void of fear and inferiority inside them. They don't receive life energy from the main source, so they have to steal it from others. When they mock someone, they feel a false sense of power for a moment. It's a dirty high. But you who listens, you who plays along, you become their trash can. They dump the infectious waste of their minds onto you and feel lighter, while you return home with a load of energetic sludge, wondering why you fight with your spouse for no reason, or why you can't sleep at night. Remember Dr. David Hawkins' scale of consciousness. Emotions like shame, guilt, grief, and fear are at the lowest level. These are the vibrations of death. Someone who is constantly in the victim role and whining is broadcasting the frequency of powerlessness. If you stay around them too long, you will become paralyzed too. But love, gratitude, and peace are at the highest level. Diagnosis is simple. After hanging out with someone, do you feel like you can move mountains, or do you feel like a mountain is on your shoulders? This is the ultimate test. Have no mercy with yourself on this. Your health has no price tag. Now that your eyes are open, you might be scared. You might see that you are surrounded by these vampires. Do not fear. Fear itself is a low vibration. Just by becoming aware, half of their power is gone. You are no longer blind. You have a radar that sees the invisible. Trust the feeling in your solar plexus, stomach area. That feeling is your compass. Wherever you feel heaviness, know that you have received a message. This message is for your rescue. By trusting this sense, you step onto the path of safety. No one can loot your energy without your permission anymore. You are building the walls of your fortress. And inside this fortress awaits a peace that no storm can disturb. Smile, because you are no longer prey. Section 3. How to survive among zombies. Protection techniques. Imagine you are the only healthy human in a city full of zombies. They are hungry, and you are food. If you are careless, you will be devoured. In the world of vibrations, low-frequency people act exactly like zombies. Without knowing it, they are drawn to your light and energy to feed. If you are a writer, if you are an artist, or if you have a kind heart, you are the tastiest meal for them. The most dangerous mistake you can make is thinking you can change them. You can't. Trying to save someone thrashing in the swamp of low vibration will only pull you down with them. The law of physics is ruthless. Stronger systems entrain weaker systems. If they outnumber you, you surrender. This being devoured is gradual. First, your passion dies. Then your creativity dries up. And finally, you become one of them, bitter, complaining, and sick. So what should be done? Should you run away? It's not always possible. Sometimes these zombies are colleagues, bosses, or even family members. This is where you must learn the art of becoming invisible. Technique 1. The gray rock method. When facing an energy vampire, turn into a soulless gray rock. Show no emotional reaction. Do not disagree. Do not sympathize. Just be. Give short answers. Right. Interesting. When they see they receive no emotional food from you, whether anger or validation, they get bored and move on to another victim. This is not cruelty. This is self-preservation. Technique 2. The protective bubble. Before entering toxic environments, close your eyes and imagine you are inside a transparent, unbreakable sphere of white light. Set the intention that only the energy of love is allowed in, and negative energies ricochet off this wall the moment they hit it. It might sound funny, but your subconscious mind has the power to build these energy shields. When you enter a gathering with this belief, their poisonous words no longer penetrate you. You hear, but you do not receive. You become like a lotus in a swamp, rooted in the mud, but your petals are pure and facing the sun. But most importantly, input management. Negative news, horror movies, sad and aggressive music, these are gateways for infection to enter your soul. When you are exposed to news of war and inflation from morning to night, you are allowing the vibration of fear to take up residence in your being. Close your inputs, unfollow ruthlessly, turn off the TV. Do not let garbage enter your mind. Distance yourself. Apply the 15-minute rule. Do not stay in a negative atmosphere for more than 15 minutes. Use the excuse of the restroom, a phone call, or anything else to leave the environment and break the energy circuit. When you set these boundaries, something strange happens. People around you might scatter at first, but don't be afraid. This is pruning the garden of your life. Weeds go so that the roses can breathe. By doing this, you build a safe space where creativity blooms. You are no longer crushed and exhausted after work. You have the energy to write, to create, to love. You have become the king of your own realm. And in this safe realm, there is a sense of lightness and freedom that is the true taste of life. You are safe. Section 4. How to Become a Superhuman. Operation Ascent. Did you know that you are sitting on a massive treasure of energy right now, but because you don't know how to use it, you live like a pauper? You have spent your entire life in the basement of your potential, while a luxury penthouse at the highest floor of the universe awaits you. The key to this elevator is in your hands right now, but because your eyes have grown accustomed to the darkness of the basement, you don't see it. Raising your vibration means pressing the button on this elevator. This isn't a fantasy choice, it is a necessity for survival. When your frequency is low, life feels like a hand-to-hand war of attrition. You must fight for every dollar, struggle for every second of peace, and battle for every shred of success, only to return home exhausted and wounded. But when your frequency rises, you stop fighting. You ride the current. Doors open magically, and people and opportunities run toward you. But how? What is the formula? The formula is simple but incredibly powerful: ruthless purging and intelligent replacement. First, let's go to your body's engine room. What is the fuel for this engine? You cannot expect a Ferrari to hit 200 miles per hour if you pour low-grade diesel into the tank. Your body is a biochemical machine that runs on frequency. Dead foods, canned goods, greasy fast foods, white sugar, and refined flours have very low vibrations. These are not foods, they are extra baggage that your body must spend its vital life energy on just to digest and expel toxins. The result? Heaviness, lethargy, and a brain constantly shrouded in thick fog. To ascend, you must migrate toward live nutrition. Fruits and vegetables that have stored sunlight directly in their tissues carry photons of energy. When you eat a fresh apple, you are literally ingesting the frequency of the sun. Drink water, but not just any water. Water is the primary conductor of energy in your body. When you are dehydrated, the electrical communication between your brain and heart is disrupted. Take showers, but not just for cleanliness. Visualize the running water washing away all the negative electrical charges and dark energies you've absorbed throughout the day. Water repairs and clarifies your energy aura. Next, we move to your specific tools: speech and feeling. Your words are commands you issue to the universe, but there is a huge secret here. The universe does not respond to your words, it responds to the feeling behind those words. Parroting "I am wealthy" while deep down you shiver with the fear of poverty is useless. In fact, it strengthens the frequency of poverty. Gratitude is the strongest vibration amplifier in the entire universe. But I don't mean verbal gratitude. You must generate the deep sense of having in your heart. When you feel the vibration of joy in your chest over a cup of tea, over the act of breathing, or over a talent you possess, your frequency is catapulted in a second from the level of need and lack to the level of abundance. And according to the unbreakable laws of physics, the universe is forced to respond to your abundance frequency by providing more. This is a mathematical game, not a wish. And then there is nature. Whether you are in Portland or anywhere else, nature is the primary charger for your soul. Modern cities are electromagnetic prisons. Wi-Fi, cell towers, constant noise, and electrical fields dismantle your body's biological rhythm. You need to seek refuge in silence. Take the earthing technique seriously. Walk barefoot on soil, stone, or grass. This isn't a whim, it is a real electrical discharge. Extra positive charges that cause inflammation and pain in your body exit through the soles of your feet, and the earth gifts you its free, soothing electrons. It's like plugging your worn-out battery into a massive power plant. Listen to high-frequency sounds, the sound of flowing water, bird song at dawn, or music tuned to 432 Hz. These acoustic vibrations organize the crystalline structure of your body's water and move the brain from a state of chaos to coherence. When you perform these exercises consistently, you will feel the change not just in your thoughts, but in your flesh and blood. You are no longer that irritable, nervous person. The colors around you seem brighter. The brilliant ideas you've been chasing for months suddenly reign on your mind. You enter a state of flow, a state where time stops, fatigue is meaningless, and you just create. This is high vibration. This is connecting to the infinite source of life energy. In this state, you become a human magnet. You develop a charisma that draws others to you for no apparent reason. You become the light that pierces the darkness. At the end of this delightful ascent, a sense of ecstasy and vitality awaits you, filling every cell of your body with the pure joy of being. Congratulations, you have emerged from the cocoon and are now ready to fly. Section 5. The Ultimate Reward. Wealth, Health, and Power. Ruling your destiny. Why do some people touch dust and it turns to gold, while you can't even catch up to them despite running day and night? Do you think God rolls dice to distribute luck, or do you think the universe is holding a grudge against you? The truth is much simpler and perhaps more startling. The universe is a mathematical and vibrational system of extreme precision where no mistakes occur. There are no accidents. Everything operates based on the law of resonance. You cannot be tuned to a talk radio frequency and expect to hear classical music. You cannot live with the vibration of poverty, fear, and complaining and expect wealth, security, and joy to seek you out. That is exactly like planting thorn seeds and expecting to harvest grapes. The reward for raising your vibration is not a random, lucky life. It is reaching the status of a ruler over your life. You become the engineer of your reality. When your vibration rises, the first and most tangible reward is extraordinary, almost magical health. Modern science has proven that disease thrives in acidic, low-oxygen environments. Stress and low frequencies make the body acidic. But when you are in a high vibration, love, peace, joy, your body becomes alkaline. In this state, your immune system acts like an elite professional army. Cells begin to repair themselves at incredible speeds. Biological aging slows down. When you look in the mirror, you see a sparkle and clarity in your eyes that you had lost years ago. Chronic pains for which doctors found no cause, which were actually accumulated negative energy, melt like ice in the sun. Your energy levels rise so high that you no longer need stimulants like caffeine. You have returned to the original settings of creation, healthy, strong, and brimming with life. In the realm of wealth and prosperity, the game changes entirely. Money, in truth, is nothing but condensed energy. Money moves toward energies that are on its frequency. Money loves clarity, movement, value, and boldness. When you are in high vibration, you no longer work out of the fear of not having or to escape poverty. Rather, you move out of the passion to create and provide value to the world. This pure energy permeates your words, your writings, your products, and your gaze. People feel this power. They subconsciously want to be part of your orbit and do business with you. Opportunities that you had passed by 1,000 times because of vibrational blindness now pop up like neon lights at your feet. You find yourself at the right time, in the right place, with the right people. People call this luck, but you know it is synchronicity, which only activates at high frequencies. Wealth is no longer a distant goal for you. It is the natural result of your frequency. Your relationships are also transformed by this massive leap. A home that might have been a battlefield of nerves, sarcasm, and disrespect becomes a sacred sanctuary overflowing with peace. When your vibration rises, you no longer align with toxic people and energy drainers. They either undergo a strange change in behavior to match you, or they gently fade out of your life without conflict to make room for noble, generous, and inspiring humans. You no longer beg for love and attention. You become love itself, and the universe, like a mirror, reflects it back to you 1,000-fold. You find yourself in relationships that, instead of eroding you, cause you to grow and flourish. Now you possess the greatest secret of the world. You have no more excuses for staying in the dark. You realized that the bad mood, the lack of money, the consecutive failures, and the physical pains were not your predetermined fate. They were just error codes the universal system was giving you to say, your path is wrong, tune your frequency. Now you are the pilot of this great aircraft. Push the throttle and soar. Go above the clouds, where the sun of truth is always shining, and the small storms of the material world no longer have the power to shake your wings. It is your natural and divine right to live in prosperity, health, and joy. The peace you feel in your chest right now is the sign that this path is correct. This sense of lightness is the beginning of your eternal liberation. The real dopamine of victory is flowing in your veins. You have transformed from a helpless actor into the powerful director of your life. Smile, hold your head high, and step forward with authority, for the entire universe is now at the command of your new vibration. Conclusion: the dawn of absolute power in your hands. Are you ready to face, for the last time, the truth that rewrites your entire life? In this short but earth-shattering journey, we climbed from the darkest depths of ignorance to the lofty peaks of awareness. You are no longer the person who started hearing these words 30 minutes ago. You have awakened. You now know why the universe is heaven for some and hell for others. Everything said in this book are pieces of a grand puzzle for achieving absolute rule over your destiny. Let's review this roadmap one last time so it is etched into the fabric of your cells and you never forget who you are and what power you possess. In Section 1, we unveiled a dark secret, the invisible enemy. We learned that frequency and vibration are not fancy words, but the primary language of the universe. We learned that stress, fear, and anger are destructive acids that first rot your body and then shatter your soul. You learned that every thought of yours is a radio signal sent to the universe. If you stay in low vibration, you are practically committing slow suicide. We understood that illness and poverty are only signs of our deviation from the correct vibrational orbit. This section gave you a shock to realize you were floating in an invisible pool of acid, and now is the time to get out. In Section 2, we learned how to turn on our radars in today's busy world. We learned to trust our bodies. We understood that contraction means danger and expansion means safety. We learned how to identify energy vampires, those who suck the life force and energy out of you behind a mask of friendship. You learned that gossip, mockery, and lying are not just moral sins, but a vibrational suicide. This section opened your eyes to those around you, so you know who pulls you up and who has tied a heavy weight to your feet to drown you in the depths of the ocean of failure. In Section 3, we put on our battle armor. I taught you how to survive and remain unharmed among the vibrational zombies. We learned the gray rock technique to become impenetrable to emotional attacks. We learned how to draw a protective bubble of light around ourselves so that environmental toxins do not reach our hearts. You learned that managing the inputs of your mind, filtering news and media, is more important than your daily bread. This section gave you the power to define the boundaries of your territory and not let just anyone enter. You learned that saying no to others is the highest form of saying yes to yourself. In Section 4, we began Operation Ascent. I told you how to become a superhuman. We talked about the power of live nutrition, the miracle of water, and earthing. We learned how to organize the structure of our body's water with high-frequency music, like 432 Hz. You learned that heartfelt gratitude is the fastest elevator to the penthouse of success. This section gave you practical tools to upgrade your frequency from the level of survival to the level of creation. You learned how to open the space for the entry of wealth-generating and creative ideas by clearing your mind every morning. And in Section 5, we saw the rewards of this giant leap. We talked about the wealth, health, and power that are the natural fruits of high vibration. We understood that when your vibration rises, the universe has no choice but to surrender to your desires. Illnesses melt away, money flows to you, and your relationships turn into a paradise of peace. You learned that success is not an accident, but a resonance. This section gave you hope and proved to you that you deserve the best and that the universe is now at your command. Now you are on the threshold of a new life. Everything you heard was not to be stored in memory, but to be flowed into life. Every moment you spend from now on is a grand choice. Do you want to return to the dark basement of fear and poverty, or do you want to rule in the penthouse of light and abundance? The power of choice is a gift that now trembles in your hands. You are no longer a defenseless victim of circumstances. You are the director, writer, and lead actor of your life. Feel how the energy flows in your hands. Feel how your chest has opened and the dopamine of victory dances in your veins. You have awakened, and one who has awakened can never pretend to be asleep again. This book is finished, but your real story begins this very second. Go and dazzle the world with your new frequency. Go and create the wealth you always dreamed of. Go and radiate such health and vitality that anyone who looks at you finds their own healing. You are light. You are power. You are a vibration of love and awareness. Smile and step forward with authority, for all the angels and unseen forces of the universe are now standing behind you to celebrate your victory. You have returned home, a home of peace, prosperity, and endless glory.
FAQ: 20 Key Questions and Answers. How can I be sure my vibration has risen? When you feel lightness, hope, and unexplained joy, and small positive events, synchronicities, start happening to you, your vibration has risen. What if those around me don't want to raise their frequency? You are not responsible for their lives. By raising your own, they will either be drawn to your frequency and change, or naturally exit your life's path. Is listening to the news really dangerous? Yes, news is largely built on fear and lack to keep the masses' vibration low. For mental health, go on a news diet. What is the effect of water on body vibration? Water stores information and energy. Drinking water with positive intent and showering clears negative energies from your aura. What is the difference between verbal and heartfelt gratitude? Verbal is just repeating words. Heartfelt is creating the real vibration of having in your chest. The latter creates miracles. Can one change vibration at an older age? Yes, body cells are constantly renewing. At any age, a frequency shift immediately begins the body's repair process. Why do I sometimes feel worse after starting exercises? This is detoxing, like house cleaning where dust rises first. The mind is purging old garbage. Keep going. What is the role of nature in this? Nature has a coherent, divine frequency. Being in nature recalibrates and retunes our chaotic vibrations. How do we get rid of negative thoughts? Don't fight them. Just observe them and shift your focus to a physical sensation or a positive subject. Does frequency directly affect financial wealth? Absolutely. Wealth is energy. When your vibration aligns with abundance, money-making ideas and opportunities are attracted to you. Where does the gray rock technique apply? In dealing with toxic, critical people who want an emotional reaction from you to drain your energy. What is the 432 Hz frequency? It is a frequency that harmonizes with the geometry of nature, balancing brain hemispheres and causing deep peace. Do clothes and colors have vibration? Yes, bright colors and natural fibers like cotton and linen have higher vibrations than dark colors and synthetic fibers. How do we protect ourselves from electromagnetic noise? Keep phones away from your head at night, turn off Wi-Fi, and walk barefoot on the ground as much as possible. Why is intuition stronger in high vibration? Because mental noise, fear, and anger vanishes, making your communication channel with higher consciousness clear. What is the effect of forgiving others on vibration? Forgiveness means letting go of a heavy, low vibration weight, a grudge. Forgiveness makes you light enough to ascend. Do written words have vibration? Yes, writing down goals and gratitudes condenses their energy and makes them tangible in the material world. How do we know if an environment has low vibration? If you feel heaviness, shortness of breath, or a need to leave quickly, that environment is contaminated. Do pets raise our vibration? Yes, animals, especially cats and dogs, live in the present moment, and their presence helps with peace and frequency. What is the most important daily exercise? 5 minutes of absolute silence in the morning and generating deep gratitude before sleep. Official references: Hawkins, David Hawkins, Power versus Force, The Hidden Determinants of Human Behavior. Emoto, Masaru Emoto, The Hidden Messages in Water. Lipton, Bruce H. Lipton, The Biology of Belief, Unleashing the Power of Consciousness, Matter, and Miracles. Dispenza, Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural, How Common People Are Doing the Uncommon. Gerber, Richard Gerber, Vibrational Medicine, The N1 Handbook of Subtle Energy Therapies.